Hey, I'm Sylvia Gregory with Banning Real Estate Group, and I'm so excited because I'm here with Jackie Guzman from the Cottage, and we're in her pop-up shop. And thanks for letting me join you today. I'm so excited to show everybody your shop and hear your story. So,
It's such a pleasure. Thank you for being here. This pop-up, we've been here since early November, and we will remain through this weekend and wrap up. But beyond that, we were located at 7725 Mariposa Avenue in Citrus Heights. And it's an opportunity where young girls and young women who are participating in programs through the Glass Slipper organization get to learn job and life skills. And so we're just excited that we've had the opportunity to meet people like you, to be able to, just by this short time that we've been here in Folsom. And so just great to meet you.
I am so excited because my understanding is that most of the girls that you help are in foster care.
Yes.
Well, I mentioned to you, my husband was raised in foster care, so I have a real heart for foster children. And so I'm so excited that we can be here and support, you and this organization. So anyway, how long ago did you start the organization of the nonprofit?
Yeah, we're so excited for the fact that Kindred Hearts and that you understand the whole thing with foster care.
Yeah.
We formed 25 years ago. And at the time, it'll actually be 26 now as we approach 2023. And at the time, it was for women in transitional housing. So they were adult women. And we began to do an empowerment program for women at the time. And it was through our efforts in watching these gals make really good decisions that we began to realize, hey, just the small effort of women coming together and speaking positively and supporting these gals and what a difference it was making. But it was really their heart also to reach their daughters. They began to ask, can you do this for my daughter? I remember one specifically saying, I have 5 daughters that have already been adopted out, but I have one in a group home. Can you do this for her? And so it was in the effort of now, what do these group homes look like? And that's how we started reaching the younger demographic in group homes. And that's basically very similar in that it can appear a place of where you might lack hope because you're in a residential facility where you've got young girls from the ages of 12 till the time they turn 18 living in a residence. And so we learned to understand group homes. We really honed in on that, how to reach them and how to remain relevant and how to allow their voices to be heard, because they're the ones that drive everything we do, because it's knowing their needs and finding out. So we've expanded to do a lot of different things because we've seen and we've heard their voices too.
That's so amazing. I mean, it's like, I'm thrilled to even hear the story. But meanwhile, can you explain to me the pop-up and the cottage and how that ties into Glass Slipper?
Yeah.
What are you doing with that?
Okay. As I mentioned, when we began to meet these girls, we really realized that there was, beyond the mentoring and providing the support and the empowerment, we had this opportunity to obtain this little cottage in Citrus Heights. About 11 years ago was where we actually came into that little house. And that's what we now refer to as the cottage. And we began to say, let's just do some tangible, something where we can teach and do a hands-on thing with kiddos who are traditionally disengaged, which oftentimes by the time you reach adolescence in the foster care system, you may have bounced around in multiple homes. And now, and especially if you are in a residential program, you are already kind of lack a little bit of trust as to why are you going to talk to me about job and life skills? I've already heard that. I don't want to hear it.
A little jaded.
Exactly. Yeah, or it may even go over their heads when you have someone doing a really great presentation. But if you can give them an opportunity to recognize that they can do something. So with the cottage, we started painting furniture originally. We started just transforming little pieces of furniture, and we were sharing them with young women as they transitioned out and got their own apartments. We might give them a little dresser. Cool. And then from there, we realized, gosh, we're actually doing this really well. And with good paint. You also, it's kind of forgiving. So you can really get a really good painted piece of furniture. And then the talents of our team members, who are all volunteers. We remain volunteered and volunteer operated for 25 years. So our team members are just really gifted in all areas, and we utilize their strengths, their areas of strength. So if one of our team members said, I really, want to teach sewing, and it was like, how do we teach sewing to teenagers, and how do we begin to introduce them to that? And so we started making little dog collars, and they were simple enough to teach, and they responded really well to that because we were giving some to the shelter, and so they were excited, and they all knew someone who had a dog.
Yeah.
And so that's how our sewing started. So a lot of what we view as home economics almost, where, the most basic, I'm dating myself, the most basic of home and life skills are so hugely important. And so that's what the cottage serves for, is to provide an opportunity for kids to recognize that they have skills and abilities, explore possible crafts and things that they might do, but they're learning. We're kind of really sneaking in some really solid teaching, and at the same time building relationship with them. And so that's how the cottage ties in with mentoring at the Glass Slipper.
What a beautiful way to do it. I love that. That is really amazing. So, somebody like me or others who would want to help, what opportunities would we have? What do you need? What would be helpful for you as an organization?
Thank you for asking that.
Sure.
We are at such a pivotal point because we are, again, in our 25th year, and we've remained really grassroots, and we utilize anyone who, obviously, after passing life scanning and training, we do vet well. And beyond that, we utilize whatever your area of strength. So if there's a talent that you'd like to share, whether it's gardening, we have a small garden in the back of, we have a commercial kitchen where we will be, we're teaching cooking. We're looking for anyone in the area of hospitality industry who has specifically cooking, and so that when we host our events, our dinner events, we can have different folks involved in that. And as far as practical or more specifically for our housing, we'll soon be launching a house in the spring. We're at the last phase of getting to that place of becoming licensed for 18 to 21-year-old youth. As we're excited because this will be supportive college housing. So it's not just a house, but it's just a social worker will be involved in making sure that these youth are supported, and our team will mentor. And so I think as we launch into that next phase, there will be opportunities for anyone who has any ability in design or just putting a room together and helping us make the place beautiful. We held our Christmas party last night, and one of the youth was saying, I've never been in such a fancy place.
Wow.
Now, keep in mind, we are in a humble location. It's a small property, but it's beautiful. And it's beautiful because volunteers have stepped up, from the construction. The general contractor stepped in and owned the project, to the designers who stepped in and procured and got the place to look beautiful. It is beautiful. And so to hear this girl actually saying that and say this, I've never been anywhere so beautiful, it kind of breaks your heart and yet fills your heart.
Right. Yeah.
For multiple reasons. And she even was recognizing things as small as even the trash can in the bathroom, and the way the cupcakes were displayed on what she called like a chandelier, because the way we had it, Yeah. And so we really strive to make things as pretty as possible and to let them know that they have so much value. They are so valued and they're so loved. And so I think that the way we would utilize anyone, that has a heart to reach in any way would be, first of all, attend an orientation, get to know us, see how we work, and then just let's see where your strengths are and what you can come in and share and offer. And if right now you don't have the time, maybe you have the resources to pour into our work, we would love that. We're not funded, so we are completely community supported. So we rely on donations and people to come alongside us. So,
well, and that's why we're so excited to talk to you. And oh gosh, I love this. Oh, no wonder you're doing what you're doing so well. You've got a heart for it, I can tell.
Thank you.
But that's one of the reasons we're so excited to meet and talk with you. Like I said, we are passionate about supporting local businesses and organizations, but especially those who are reaching out and helping others. And so that is why we're so thrilled to meet with you. And so if people want to learn more about the cottage or yes, then what your website, what would...
Yes, that's ideal. Thank you.
Okay.
Theglassslipper.org. So
they can learn more about it.
That is the best way.
Yeah.
Just look us up. And our number is 916-222-3598 if you prefer to call us.
So as you can tell, I'm really passionate about this, and I'm so excited to meet this amazing woman. And we plan to get some more information and follow Jackie and the cottage and the glass slipper, and hopefully, build a really strong relationship and be able to support these women that you are impacting so much. And so I just want to say thank you for letting us have a little glimpse into what you're doing. And thank you for all the amazing work you're doing. It's really a blessing to me and I'm sure to them.
Thank you. And it's an honor. It's an honor to be able to share about our work. And it's an honor to meet you. Thank you.
Thank you.